And we are officially
live.
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
What's up, homie? How are we doing?
I'm always looking on 8,000 screens, trying to figure out where I am, where you are.
Head on a swivel. Head on a swivel.
Head on a swivel. Here we go.
All right.
Oh, I can hear somebody's got it on. I can hear the loop.
Yeah, I just had. All right, so YouTube's running.
All right. Welcome to I'm a Little Buzz.
Oh, here we go.
We'll start with Robert. Rob, what's getting you buzzed, buddy?
I've been enjoying the weather's been pretty freaking fantastic, has it not? For not bad for November.
Not bad for August. 75
for this for sure over August weather, but that's just me.
November 10th today, 71 degrees. Not bad.
I had 75.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Way up here in Clay.
Had 75 here.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's good.
Still going to Florida though.
There's ocean there. Beaches. Yeah, what's getting you buzzed?
What's getting me buzzed? Honestly, I learned how to make homemade tzatziki sauce. Even though I'm not Greek, and John thinks I'm Greek, probably because of my hair.
You do have luscious, thick locks.
Thank you very much. I am Italian, but I figured out how to make some pretty delicious tzatziki. Oppa!
I thought you said fizzy. I think because the video.
That's what I thought he said.
I'm like, what is homemade fizzy?
No, I never
said that sauce. I'm like, huh?
I said Greek tzatziki.
Tzatziki. What's in tzatziki? Sour cream?
Cucumber.
Yogurt.
Plain Greek yogurt.
Yep.
Chobani. Hashtag Chobani. Thank you, our sponsor for the week. Chobani Greek yogurt. Like shredded, grated cucumber. Garlic powder. Lemon juice. White vinegar. And that's it for what I put in it.
And you had that with an almond flour, what?
Almond flour, like pita bread.
Yep.
So good. Although it was good, but do I feel a bit sick now? Yes.
Heavy.
I don't know what it was, but am I 100% right now? No, I'm not.
So if you hear any weird noises,
it's
straight out of Al's ass.
It was
none of that.
You know what I'm buzzed about is wait till we get back in the studio because I just got a painting.
Yeah.
For the studio.
Yeah.
Iconic?
Nope. It's I don't want to tell you, but I do want to tell you.
Is it the flamingo?
It's you want in the studio?
Dude, you
said it in your video today.
In your video. You showed it to everyone. The world.
The world has seen it.
Oh, that video.
John's like, I got a new hat. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Totally forgot about that video. Yeah, jacked up about the flamingo painting.
Yeah.
I went to Goodwill to find a tall lamp because I just needed a prop for the backdrop of my show, and I went to Goodwill. I was just on my way. I thought of it like on the way there. I'm like, oh, I need to get one of those tall lamps to even out the shot. And walked in there, and I walked to the back, and there's this massive, like 5 foot tall flamingo painting. I'm like, yes,
gotta have it.
It's got to go on a great wall, though.
It's like, what is it?
No, I'm not gonna hang it. I'm just gonna leave it like, it's propped up against the wall. It looks great. Bounces out the shelf. Wait till you walk in. You'll see.
Fantastic.
Too bad. You know what I'm not buzzed about, and then we can start the show. I went into the studio today. As you guys know, I filmed the Marketing is a Monster out of there. And awesome, hilarious video. I can't wait till it comes out. However, the funniest part of the video was like it clips to another camera angle. And when it clipped, the audio just turned off.
Oh.
I filmed like 2 minutes of the funniest part and got home because I forgot my laptop, of course, and there's no audio, so I got to go film it again.
Or you know what we could do? We could do the lip sync, and like I'll put the audio in your mouth. And I'll talk it all.
You know what the line was?
What?
Holy fuck beans! That's a lot of golf.
Oh well, then
That'd be a hilarious voiceover.
And we'll do it. We'll do the
Get Chris Bellman to do that.
Holy fuck beans! That's a lot of rounds of golf. That's the full line.
There you go.
I sort of want to do that.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, shall we start the show?
Sure.
Okay.
Hola.
Hi, I'm John Timmerman, and live from New York, it's Tuesday night.
I'm Rob Shauger, and I am already looking forward to Groundhog's Day.
And I'm Al Cutri, and I again forgot my line.
And we are the co-founders of the No Bull Company, presenting No Bull 2020 2.0 this April 8th, sponsored by Bankers Healthcare Group. What's up, Buzz Nation? We are coming to you from inside our homes because of COVID. Today's show, we're talking about how to spend the first 30 days of your startup. We got some good examples we're going to use. I think you will like them, but we're literally going to go through, okay, day one, you just said, you know what, I'm going to launch this business. I'm going to go out into the world and I'm going to do this thing. You know, what are you going to do day one, day two, all the way through day 30? What are the most important things to do? But first, before we get into the topic, it is time to cheers to life, love, lots of laughter, and terrible but amazing dad jokes. Folks, live, leave your most favoritist, cheers, dad jokes in the comments. We want some funny
You guys
ones.
are dads. You got any dad jokes? You both dads. You should have them.
I brought a backup.
I don't.
Dad joke.
What'd you say?
I said Al brought a backup drink.
I'm bad. That is like one of the worst things that I am at is like on the spot jokes. Like, wait, what?
I thought you were gonna say like being a dad.
Oh no, God, no! I hope not.
No, you're on the spot. Bad with jokes, huh?
Bad with jokes, yeah. Like I need to like remember that part of my brain just isn't there. It's gone. I killed it in college, I think.
Right.
Yeah, totally shot. But everyone out there, before we get into the topic too, we just cheers. But we don't forget, every Tuesday we do giveaways. We do Tuesday live show giveaways live on this show. We pick one of our lucky YouTube subscribers. So if you're watching this now and you're not subscribed, hurry up, click, subscribe. Actually, we already picked the winner, so it won't count this show, but it will count for the next show. But what are we giving away today? We are giving away, well, technically Al is giving away
We're giving away Al.
We're giving away Al. He's giving away a custom saxophone serenade, or what's the opposite of a serenade? Like if you don't like somebody.
I don't know.
Like a death metal sax. Can you do death metal with the saxophone?
Yeah, we can do whatever you want.
Sure, I'll figure it out.
To a loved one, to yourself, to your grandmother, to somebody, to a coworker that you just can't stand. If you want Al to make up a song,
I'll make a video.
Yep.
Send it out. You tell me what you want it to be like. If it's like you want to send it to a guy who's like texting you that you don't want it to text anymore, I'll be like, hey, can you stop texting this person, please? She doesn't like you. She has a boyfriend. And then I'll just play some Kenny G. Will make him feel better.
Yeah, I like it. So remember, leave some dad jokes in the comments. We'll come back to those mid discussion.
And they're already rolling in. Here they come.
They're already rolling in. Nice.
Good. Keep them rolling. Dad jokes. Let them rip. So today we're talking about 30 days, the first 30 days of your startup. Many of you out there have business ideas. We have a lot of people that watch the show who have a business idea, dream of starting a business. Like our good friend, Nick Pachi.
Nick.
He, loyal viewer, good friend of mine, watched the show early on back in March, I think, and always wanted to start a woodworking company. Had a passion for woodworking and watched the show. And we basically did a couple of shows where we were just like, you just got to fucking start. Like just telling people they got to start. And he's like, you know what? Literally like the next day started, took on projects, and here he is, has a side hustle making amazing like cutting boards and tables and bars. he built a hilarious story, small world. My in-laws live out near you, Rob, so an hour away. And one day, my father-in-law is going into his house and sees Nick at their neighbors. And he's like, hey, he actually knew him. He met him up at Racket Lake. Turns out his neighbor randomly found Nick on the internet after he started the Working Grain social media. And she hired him to build her husband a bar for his birthday. Like totally unrelated to me or my father. Cool. Totally unrelated. Like she just found him on the internet based on what all the concepts we talk about on this show. So if you have any of those business ideas, we are here to make you do it and to try to give you some advice on how to take that step. So we thought of a fun way to do this. Instead of coming up with, pretend you're a lawyer, here's the first 30 days you would do, or, here's what I did at my agency, or here's what Rob did, with his consulting company or whatever. We decided to use some of Al's wonderful sponsors. I'm sorry, not Al's. The lovely sponsors of our show, previous shows.
Past sponsors.
Pay us lots and lots of dollars. Main reason why we're millionaires. As examples.
John, I think that cut out. I think the internet. So what did you just say?
I said that we use some of the lovely sponsors that that sponsor our show.
Yeah.
Independently from Al, and they pay us the big bucks. So we decided to use some of their sponsor, their businesses as examples that we're going to use to give advice on how we would grow that business from conception to day 30.
Yeah.
So, Al, what's our first sample business we're going to grow?
The first sample business is lost all my lights here. The first sample business is a really close company to me. Very proud of these guys and happy to have them as a sponsor.
Do you have a small deck? Well, say no more, because today's episode is brought to you by Tony's Big Decks. With state-of-the-art technology and custom professional builders, let Tony's give you the big deck you've always wanted. And let's face it, when it comes to decks, size does matter.
Tony.
Oh, Tony. Honestly, who doesn't like a huge, ginormous deck? I mean, lots of space.
There you have it.
On, so I'll kick it off here.
Okay.
You guys kind of come up with your plan. So
sure.
If I was Tony and I wanted to build massive decks for people all over central New York, the first thing that I would do is number one, build a deck somewhere on my own house, on my friend's house, or whatever. Get them to pay for the supplies for free, and I would time lapse. The time lapse feature on phones. Yeah. I would time lapse it. I would get another phone and I would take pictures like before and after through the whole thing. So basically, I'm creating my first little case study.
Yeah.
After that, I'd put that out on social media. And, so let's say, how long does a deck take to build? A big deck?
I mean, it depends on the size of the crew you got, but.
Well, it's just Tony.
Oh, it's just Tony? I mean.
It's just Tony.
I don't know.
3 days?
Maybe give them a week.
Week? Okay.
A week.
5 days.
That's 7 days. Yeah. So I would build that deck over this course of 7 days, create the content, start a little on my social media, be like, hey, day one, track it, right? Track everything that you're doing that entire time as much as you can. Take photos, pictures, everything like that. As soon as I'm done, post it on social media and say, hey, I just finished Suzanne's deck. And I schedule's open for the next couple of weeks. Do you know anybody who is thinking about redoing their deck? Please share this as a favor to me on all of your social media channels. Most likely Facebook is the only place people are going to share that type of thing. Share it with everybody that you know. And if anybody has any interest, please contact me. And then go and individually ask every single person that I know over the course of the next 23 days to see if they know anybody that needs a deck, and then do it basically for whatever money they have until you can get to the point where you can charge whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do over 30 days. Who's up?
Rob, go ahead, brother.
So, got a network, right? So I would reach out to any other general contractors that I already know that are either they're super busy. This is not their thing. They don't do decks, or the other types of contractors. So landscapers, plumbers, like anybody that's got a great reputation, that you can get those people working for you as part of your sales team, because it's just Tony, right? So doing that, I think, with decks, I think I'd almost go old school and go do some door hangers.
Ooh, good. I like that.
Like canvas a neighborhood. Pick one neighborhood a day. Just go bang out some door hangers. Are super cheap. And just go pop those by. Do not put shit in somebody's mailbox. That is a federal offense. You could get your hand slapped for that. Yes.
The internet got spotty. Do not what? Oh.
Do not put stuff in somebody's mailbox.
Like that's
it's a federal offense.
But is it like it's enforceable? But is it enforced?
Yeah, no. I mean, like somebody's not gonna. But if somebody wants to be an idiot and like turn you in because you did something like that, I'm just saying, don't do it.
Federal offense.
Yeah, the box in theory, is kind of like belongs to the.
What if you get on the outside of it and you like shoot it in?
You know what I used to do? Put it in the paper box.
That's not illegal?
So for people that still get the newspaper at their house, I don't know how many of those there still are, but actually, that's not a bad idea. So those who get the newspaper, think about that. What age demographic would that fall into? Older, right?
55 plus at least.
Yeah. Those are people that are probably more likely to hire you to build their deck.
Got a little more wealth, probably.
Somebody who's in their, that's our age, we're like, screw that. I'll just get a bunch of guys and a case of beer and a couple of pizzas and we'll bang this thing out, right?
Yeah.
Well, not me, because I can't do that shit, but I'd call John.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
But so going old school like that. And then the obvious things like John already talked about, get your social media up and running. But think about it. If you can only do one a week, right? And your season is X number of weeks long, you got your target.
Nice.
So you're only going to be able to do so many decks anyway before you piss people off, because your backlog is so far, and you've got to prove yourself before you can get away with saying you make somebody wait for 4 months to get to do the job. So that's where I would start.
Are we at day 30 yet, or just hammer it out?
I think from a marketing and getting started standpoint, I think you could wash, rinse, repeat that cycle for the full 30 days. Now, there's obviously all sorts of other things, from legalities and your banking and all that stuff. Hopefully, you've got that stuff done before day one. But
sometimes you don't even need that. Like to be honest with you, if you build a deck, in 30 days to go and start an LLC and do all of that stuff, yes, you need it eventually. But to be honest with you, to go and build a deck for like somebody actually, that was about to be bad advice, because you should probably have
insurance.
And I think to get insurance, you need the LLC. So that's a bad example for
or a DBA. I mean, you can get insurance with a DBA.
Okay.
But you should definitely have the insurance when you are tackling somebody's home.
Yeah.
You are pulling siding off. You don't know what else you're going to get into. You find rot, and then the rot turns into something else. And then you think, well, it's just a little more work. I can do that. And then you don't know what you're going to get into the other side of that wall, right? Now you've opened up a whole freaking can of worms. You get into, termites, or Just
Definitely need insurance. For sure. Al, what's your 30 days look like?
I'm with you guys on all the things. I would go to affluent neighborhoods. I would do the door hanger thing, but I would do them in very specific neighborhoods that, have that next tier of wealth. I would kind of scope things out. You don't need to sneak into people's backyards, but you can kind of see, okay, this could be a good thing.
Google Earth.
Yeah, I would do the door hanger thing. What I would definitely do in terms of the content game is I would, similar to the promo that we did, I would try to find a media company, video production company, or some sort of agency, and I would definitely try to do some trade with that person or with that company and say, hey, listen, I don't know if your family's in need of a new deck or whatever, whatever the specialty is. And I would I know this is going to sound crazy, but I would put a TV commercial out. Like, I would put a commercial on TV. I know people have different opinions about television. I personally think television is a very powerful tool among all of the advertising tools. And I think that when people see something catchy on TV, they do tend to remember it.
Probably for that demographic too.
At a particular frequency. But I obviously, we know the cost of making television commercials, and we know the cost of buying that space on TV. And a new business potentially might not have that, which is why I would go to a media company and try to do a trade deal where you can get a free spot somehow, trade out, whatever. There's always a way. We talk about bartering all the time. But I would get yourself into a position where people are going to notice you, and you have to stand out from the rest of everything else. And hopefully there's not 8,000, big deck companies around, but if there are even just a few that have already been in business for a while and there are, barriers to entry there, you need to do something to jump ahead of them, at least from an attention standpoint. And then your work will, the quality of work you do and the way that you handle customers will, that'll all support the system. But
yeah,
I would definitely try to get myself on TV or in front of an affluent market of people that have the dollars to spend for your specialty. Nice.
Yeah, I'm hit or miss on the TV thing because, like you said, it costs a lot of money, and if you're in your first 30 days, that's spending that kind of money is a
right. You wouldn't spend that kind of money. But if you could find a way to get it for free,
yeah,
then I would do that.
The trade idea, though, the barter. Yeah. What's funny is our recommendations are also so fitting with who we are and our background, right? My advice was, of course, social media and marketing, and Rob's was, more in-person type, go out, boots on the ground. Al, yours is very much relationship, bartering.
Pay attention to me.
Yeah. Actually, you should just go knock on their door and get down on your knees and be like, "Can I build your deck for you?"
Yeah, please. Will you just
with your saxophone? You could serenade them into letting them build you a deck.
What do we got? What do we got
I
here?
actually changed my answer. If I was Al, that's exactly what I would do. Is I would take my saxophone around. I would go Google Earth to see if they have a deck, and if they don't have a deck or they got a little tiny deck,
go on.
Then go to that house,
Trespass,
knock on their door, and back up, and serenade them with a nice catchy song about Tony's big decks.
Right. And then wait for the police and say, we're coming.
Back up. I said back up.
Oh, back up.
Yeah.
Take off my mask.
And just stand outside. Can you imagine the word of mouth if you went around a whole neighborhood?
Yeah, I can imagine. I can definitely imagine.
It's like Naked Cowboy in New York City. That guy's famous around the world.
That's just what I need.
Full truck rap.
Al, key here is you would be famous.
Really?
I'm already famous.
I'm listening.
Okay, all right. You had me at famous.
You had me at you'll be famous?
I think Nick puts it best. Everybody loves a little sax on a big deck.
Oh,
That's right. Wow, dude. Real.
he just went.
So true, Nick.
Thank you for pulling that together.
All right, before we get into our next example, let's hit some dad jokes, shall we?
Yeah, read the comments down.
All right, so we're gonna. Oh, we still got more coming in here. Okay, why couldn't the green pepper practice archery? They didn't put the answers in here.
No, there's an answer in there.
Colin?
Because it didn't have an arrow?
Nice.
Like,
Great.
wow,
Great.
that was good.
I gotta say, burn these into my brain so I can tell them to.
Because
Rip
it didn't
me.
have an arrow. What else we got?
Okay, so that was the green pepper one. Dad joke. How do you get a squirrel to like you? Act like a nut. Catherine, good one. Thank you. Lena answered it for Colleen. That's why. That's a good one. Dad joke. Sherry says, what do you call a rubber toe? Roberto.
Oh, boy.
This is good.
Catherine gets the newspaper. That's good.
We should grab these and then put them into like a little graphic or something like that and put them on Instagram. Like put out like, hey, here's what we did on the last show. Super productive. Catherine gets the newspaper. You know what, though? I believe that newspapers will like continue on for a while. Newspapers like the New York Times, like I'm not saying Generation Z all of a sudden is going to turn like 30 and start reading the newspaper, but I think it's going to take a while. Like I actually enjoy reading the newspaper. That was one of the things I got buzzed about, months ago on one of our shows was like, remember somebody ordered me the Business Journal and I have no idea who.
We made fun of you because you were like,
yeah, exactly. Like I'm going back to Mad Men. I'm going to start wearing suspenders.
Shake out the newspaper.
Yeah. Cool. Those are the dad jokes. Those are some pretty good dad jokes. Not gonna lie. Catherine says, what about using social media? I see businesses on social and will forward that to my parents if they are working on a project. Exactly.
There you go.
That's my exact sort of asking people to share something. We've done it with our business here. When we first started No Bull, the event, hey, can you share this with everybody you know? Lindsay did it. I did it. When my father-in-law launched, they started a travel stop, like a
truck stop.
Yeah, like a pilot sort of thing.
Yep.
And when they did it, we were just like the family and everybody involved in it was just like share this with everybody on Facebook, and that's how we got the first several hundred customers. So good stuff, Catherine. Al, what's our second example here?
Second example. God,
next 30-day blitz of starting a business. First one was Tony's big decks.
I'm going to go with this one. Go tuck yourself.
What's up, everybody? Today's episode is brought to you by Go Tuck Yourself, the shirt tucking aid to help you stop being a slob. Bro, tuck it in. So ladies, the next time your man goes out and he's looking a little sloppy, tell him to go tuck himself.
I'm pretty sure that was my favorite one.
No.
I feel like there was one other that made me laugh. Like
there was a couple other ones that were good. The assless chaps was good.
There was one other one.
Apaswolio, protein chowder.
Oh. Was that one?
Dollywood, Peak.
I don't know. I think there might be another one, but what made me laugh on this the first time I saw it was when you were up close to the camera and you're like, bro, go tuck yourself. I did. I laughed out loud at that.
It's important. Appearance is everything.
Yeah. Tuck it in.
It's a slob.
Yeah. I went first last time. Who else wants to go first this time?
I'll go on.
Yeah.
I would literally I would go to women. I would target women for this because I think that there's a pattern of behavior where like women want to improve, men, and oftentimes do. They bring a lot to our lives. We're a little
their significant other who's all sloppy and
I think so, guys in their bachelorhood and they sometimes they're just like, yeah, whatever, they don't care, and then they meet somebody and then they kind of start to like clean up their act a little bit and alter a little bit. I would target women and target like housewives. I would target girlfriends, and I would literally go to them and be like,
tell your husband to go tuck.
Tell your husband to go tuck himself, and they will buy it, and I guarantee they will buy it. We put out a spot similar to that, and they'll be like, "Honey, happy Father's Day," like, and they'll buy it. It's a novelty item. They can go tell their significant other to go tuck themselves and feel good about it.
Absolutely.
Catherine said, "You're a mess. Go tuck yourself."
You're a mess express.
You're a mess. Go tuck yourself. That's pretty much the line. That's what you would do.
And we've already sold 2 to Catherine, so
we're on to something. All right, Noble. This will be our last show. We're going to start a new business.
Go tuck yourself.
Go tuck yourself.
I would do that. Sure. I don't think that in this case the play is to advertise to guys. I don't think any guy would actually buy that, but I think hundreds of thousands of millions of women would if the price point was like laughable. If that was like $9.99 and you saw that at like Marshall's, you'd probably get it.
Yeah.
Depending.
I would buy these for a Halloween costume for sure.
Right?
I could buy these for a Halloween costume.
You could.
I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I'm not sure who I'd be, but like
you would just be a neat, handsome man because you're tucked in.
Yes, but I wouldn't be wearing any pants.
I see.
I would be wearing a shirt and the tuck yourself.
There's a few different versions. Some of them clip to your socks.
Ooh, okay.
Some of them clip to your socks. The shirt clips and then it clips down to your sock. But I don't wear long socks, so that's problematic for me.
They don't have
an extra long pair of untuckets.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's a work in progress. But my first 30 days of this would be targeting all of the women in relationships as a novelty, funny thing around the holidays, around like, novelty holiday type stuff. And I would do a spot just like that, late night.
Yeah.
Advertise right to those women that are trying to change their man and clean up his act.
Yep. Doc's got had those. My son had those too in ROTC. They called them shirt stays.
Well,
and all the guys freaking hated them.
No, these are different. These are way more.
Not that we didn't steal them. This is what you're talking about.
All right, so I would first 30 days. So this I would first identify, like you're saying, Al, like who could potentially buy this, and I would go like way out of left field too. Like, don't think of the normal stuff. Like, what guy wants to like tuck in his shirt? Because you're right, no guy is going to order. I shouldn't say no guy, but like that's not your market,
right?
What I would do is I would look at all the sort of novelty items out there. So there's a company called like Tipsy Elves, I think is one, tipsyelves.com, and they sell just like ridiculous stuff, like holiday ugly sweaters and onesies that have just vulgar shit all over them. Like it's like a young 20s dude, college sort of internet site. I would find some companies like that. Used to be Spencer's.
I was just going to say, what was this store in the mall when we were kids?
Spencer's Gifts.
Spencer's, yeah.
That's still my favorite store.
Stores like that sell just stuff that don't make any sense. It's like gag gifts and weird shit like that. So I would go and identify every outlet like that. Tipsy Elves, Spencer's, any internet site that sells like these weird like tchotchke things. And just look at what they're doing for ridiculous products. how are they selling them? Do they have social media? What are they putting on there? Because like this kind of thing, you're going to sell on the internet. It's not like you're going to go to Macy's and sell this or something like that.
The Macy's buyer isn't going to be calling you.
Nope. So I would go do a little research. I'd spend a good solid like 2 days straight just looking at where can I sell this and who can I sell this to. I could see funny occasions where college kids dress up like frat parties, sorority parties, things like that, where they're going to do like just random like themes. And what are some other ones where you like I could see like college kids wearing like a button down shirt and like just those with like no pants, like boxer briefs and tall socks, and like that's what they go and they go to party and have fun. So
$6.99 on Amazon.
Yeah, look at all those places and see how they're promoting it, and then I would try to go find some of the funniest influencers that I can on the internet. People that are doing hilarious stuff, they're party animals or they're just making jokes of things. And I would say, hey, we have this product. It's called Go Tuck Yourself. We'd like to make you your own style, like your own
custom
model.
Branded.
Yeah, custom branded. Go Tuck Yourself can have like, wait, no, it's not here. It's not suspended. It's down here. Or like you can have like your own little label on it. Like let's say the guy's name is like Frank Smith. And he's got 100,000 followers because he does hilarious stuff. We call these the Frankies. And I'd go to him and say like, this, we want to do a collab with you with the Frankies. Go tuck your. Frankie says, go tuck yourself. Mm-hmm. And we'll run it for 3 months. So I would spend 30 days doing some research on where to sell them and like how to sell them through another funny distributor. I wouldn't start my own website or anything. And then I would go and try to find an influencer too and just say, listen, I'll give you 70% of the revenue or whatever where I make just a little, a few 50 cents on each item for a certain amount, up to 1,000 or something like that, just to get it up and off the ground.
Yeah.
Because I will tell you for sure that this product has a shelf life where you will have to come up with something different to have a sustainable business. So
it's not
this isn't something like a decade from now, you're going to be a $100 million company selling Go Tuck Yourselves.
Don't crush my dreams.
I mean, sorry, Al, but I don't mean to tell you in front of the hundreds of millions of people that are watching this show, but
and for those reasons, I'm out.
Me too. Rob, what do you got?
So being that thank God, we're only talking about the first 30 days on this one. So first thing that comes into my mind is there are still some men's boutique type stores, right? So in the Utica market, you've got a Vitullo's. In the Glens Falls area out near Albany market, you've got Jonathan Reed. You've got a lot of these smaller men's type stores. So I think you could get them to easily carve out. This is such a small product, not going to take up a lot of real estate in the store. I think you could easily get them to house some of your Untuck It product.
Yeah.
You think so? You think a store would really buy it?
I do think. Well, Rob,
say it again, John.
I said you think a store would buy this like legit? Like, is this?
I think even product? If you had to do it and put it on consignment, like whatever you got to do, you've already had to invest in the inventory, so you've got the inventory, right? So go get them and say like, hey, you're talking within a couple of hours driving distance of wherever home base is for HQ, and get them to like shelve some of this. Again, we're just talking about the first 30 days. We're not heading off to the $1 million ticket yet. So I would do that.
Not yet.
Get my friends, all of my guy friends, to give it to them if you have to. Get them to share it on their social media. And then I would go and look for the digital version of the local men's boutique and do just like we did with getting Gary V to come and be our keynote speaker and hammer the shit out of them on all their social media channels and say, hey, look it, here's what I've got. We would love to pair this with one of your products. If you look at a lot of the men's product lines on social media today, they are posting multiple products within the same Instagram post, and each product has like a little white dot on it, which you can click on it. It gives you a little bit of information on the product, and then it takes you directly to the order link.
Yep.
Those are the three things I'd start off with in the first 30 days.
What do you guys think about partnering with a shirt company and packaging it together?
Or socks.
Or a sock company. Or a set.
There's some funny socks.
And go tuck yourself.
You could do funny, although there's not really any funny button-down shirts. Would somebody wear a T-shirt with this thing? I was thinking funny socks. Like there's tons of funny socks. I just bought some for Christmas presents.
Pair them together.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Funny socks with go tuck yourselves.
Yeah. What about I could see this turning into like a candid camera type thing where you had these little like stickers or little like handouts, and basically you like go walk through the mall, and I would like target, and I would just like be walking through the mall and I would target couples, and totally candid. They don't know anything that's coming. I would just find guys that were untucked, and I would be like, hey man, go tuck yourself, and hand it to him.
Punched in the face.
And then just like keep walking. Like going down an escalator, like, what's up, bro? Go tuck yourself. And I hand them. They don't even know what happened.
I wish I just was quick enough to screenshot.
That would have been hysterical.
In the funniest possible
I did
position. Yours, yeah, we could hear you, but your face froze. You were like,
oh.
I tried.
We're having some protein chowder.
I tried to get my screenshot quick enough.
Well,
but I didn't.
anyway, there's that.
I think we got time for one more quick one, or no?
What do you think, real quick? What do you think it would take to get somebody like LeBron James to do a 5-second, like 10-second video for charity? Let's say we'll do it for charity, right? And he just walks, like picture like a vertical screen like this, and he just walks in and he goes, bro, go tuck yourself. And he just keeps walking. We could probably sell 10,000 maybe that way.
Yeah, we could sell enough to start a new business.
That sounds like a recent Jackson Jovi commercial.
Good strategy, yeah.
I did take my pants off in the last commercial we did.
Actually, the video that I fucked up, the audio, I took my pants off. That was part of the show. That part. I mean, there's a reason because of it. It wasn't just random.
They're starting to see a pattern.
We're starting to see a pattern on how to get attention. Just take your pants off.
It's the studio. It always happens in the studio.
Yeah, nobody wins ever.
They're not going to New Orleans.
Jackie says the most perfect freeze. I hope somebody screenshotted that.
I didn't see it. God, did I look ugly? I get very insecure.
No, Al, no. It was a very handsome freeze, Al.
Was it like?
Yes, it was very much like you were like Eddie Vedder, like
it was very Greek-like.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Very Greek-like?
Yes, very statuesque.
Greek.
All right, you pick one more funny one. We'll do it quick. We'll throw like an idea. And in the meantime, I'm going to announce who our lucky winner is of the Custom Al saxophone serenade song, pre-recorded and sent to whoever you would like, including yourself. It can be to you.
A loveogram, or call it whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, a saxogram.
You got a sax nearby, Al?
I don't have a sax nearby. No.
All right. So, drum roll, fellas. Give me a drum roll. Our lucky winner tonight is YouTube subscriber Lucy Griffiths.
Lucy
Griffiths, you are the winner of a custom. That's right, custom saxophone serenade song from Al to whoever you'd like. So all you have to do is email Lucy. You have to email buzzed@nobullcompany.com. we'll take care of everything from there and get your info and fire it over to you. So Lucy Griffiths, email buzz@nobillcompany.com. Al, what's the one more we got?
We'll do the last one. I think this is, it's a problem for some people. You know what I mean? Like, this is a thing. And if you're human, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But
all right,
loud peers. If you are a loud peer and you're insecure, let's say you're at somebody's house. Let's say, which is, this is a tough thing, but when people have bathrooms that are off the kitchen, like,
oh yeah,
I will never go in a bathroom that's like adjacent or off the kitchen ever.
Everybody's like,
I'll go to
that.
I'll go to the basement bathroom, go to the wherever bathroom, go outside, but I'm not going to go. It's because I'm, I don't want people to hear me peeing.
Yeah,
so you're a loud peer.
I'm a loud peer, and that's why this product is fitting.
Let's see it.
Are you a loud peer? Say no more. Never be embarrassed again, whether you're at someone's house or out in public. Today's episode is brought to you by Be Quiet. It's the patented soundproof bathroom aid that is the #1 product for privacy. And next time you hear a loud peer, give them the gift of Be Quiet. And make sure you tell them to be quiet.
Good one.
So
great product.
It is a great product, and it's.
So Al, can you describe the product for our viewers?
I was just thinking that. Like, what's there a patent on this thing? Like,
there's a patent pending, so
okay.
Counts. It's just a very gentle, clear pad, flushable. It's a flushable pad. You lay it down inside the toilet, and then you go do your business, and it's silent. It's basically, this is similar to the way that we put up like soundproofing things in our studio. It's no different than that. It's a sound dampening pad. It goes inside the toilet. You go and you do what you got to do, and nobody ever knows you're ever in there.
I already have some like upsell ideas, like sister products that could like go with this.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for this one. But Al, I think Rob, you're up to go first.
Yeah.
All right. So first thing that came to my mind is to make sure that the initial release of these has funny targets, faces printed on them, perhaps.
Oh.
Maybe it could be your favorite presidential running mate's face on there.
Love it.
Give a target. Here it is. Aim away.
Custom printable.
Custom
photo of somebody.
And there you go. That's the first thing that I thought of that when you were talking about that.
Okay.
Great strategy.
This has a lot of potential for the walk-in sales opportunity, I think. So think about your hotels, motels, restaurants, anything like that. I mean, hell, you could print marketing things on there, right?
Well, I mean, so they're flushable though.
That's all right. So you're going to see you've got to take it out. So I'm thinking that this hangs on the wall, just like you put down the toilet seat protectors.
Yeah, like you just take one, put it down, be quiet.
Down. There's the imprint on there. You drop it in, do your business, flush away, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I think it lends itself well to that. So first thing I would do, once I know that I've got custom printable options, is I go to all of the companies that are distributing cleaning products, janitorial products. Again, I'm looking for, if I'm a one-person operation, first 30 days of business, how do I get this out to as many people, shortest period of time for the least amount of money? I'm going to go and connect and network with all of the people that are already knocking on the same doors that I want to knock in, but I can't get there all at once. So building relationships, it's relationship marketing, getting them to get me in, or you just add it into their arsenal of things.
Nice. Al, you want to go or you want me to go?
I want you to go.
Okay. So I think this is a little bit more of a privacy market type thing. Personal products, tampons, condoms, that kind of thing, that kind of aisle in the grocery store. So I think it's more of that. So I would take this thing, patent pending, and I would first 30 days. Okay, let me back up. Sorry, I forgot it was first 30 days. I was going big picture.
You went multi-million overnight.
Do you love this product, John? Do you love this?
I love it. We're gonna start this after we get off this show. I'm just kidding. So first 30 days. First thing that I would do is I would go on to Facebook, and I would run some Facebook ads to people with a target that make purchasing habits for at home, like hosting DIY parties, events, things like that, like at their home, right? Mm-hmm. People that hold barbecues, and obviously right now it's not happening a ton, but post-pandemic, people that host a lot of parties, right? Or like doing events and barbecues and family get-togethers and cooking and that kind of stuff. I would target them with some sort of ad that says like, do your guests not like going to the bathroom because it's loud? Or like, do you wish your guests felt comfortable going to the bathroom? Or on the flip side, run ads also that say like, do you love going to parties and barbecues, but you can't go to the bathroom in somebody else's house? Because that's like I know a lot of people that will not go to the bathroom in somebody else's house. Like, period. I know. I wasn't going to say anything, but somebody screenshot that one. Please, somebody watching, screenshot that. Here, it's going to be fuzzy, but that's a good one. I think Al's gone. So I would target on Facebook those people and make it a funny, sort of like the image you had, Al, on the commercial of like the lady like crossing her legs. I would have like an expression that people feel when they go to the bathroom at somebody else's house. Al, what does your expression look like when you think of you have to go to the bathroom real bad at somebody else's house? You're thinking through like, should I pee my pants?
I won't.
Should I go, or should I run out and go home real fast?
If I'm close to home, if my own home is an option for going to the bathroom, I will go home. I don't care what's going on. I don't like to go to the bathroom in any capacity anywhere but my home. I will never, and I've said this on the show before hundreds of times, I will never use a porta-john, ever.
But what is the expression that would convey that?
On your face.
On your face. Yes, right there. So that expression I would put on the ad, and that goes through your Instagram feed. And
what's it look like, Al?
It's Al's face doing that. And it's just like, hate going to the bathroom in other people's homes? Click here.
Which I do.
And then they click, and it goes to the Pee Quiet, which solves all of their peeing needs.
Yeah, John, I didn't even go to the bathroom when we filmed our episodes at your house. We went outside.
Yeah, you went out back.
Well, we were being respectful of Lindsay and Tripp.
That was also early COVID, and I just had a newborn, so
that's fair.
Al's like, that had nothing to do with it.
That was not. Yeah.
Oh man, Catherine goes pure terror.
Yeah.
It's a thing. I'm telling you. It's a thing.
It is a thing. A quick segue. I had this contractor doing some work for me at the house years and years ago. And I turned around and looked. I'm like, he's gone. So I said to his guys, I'm like, well, where did he go? And he lived like his home was 15 minutes or more from Mars. Like, oh, he probably went home to go to the bathroom. I'm like, he could have just used the ones here. They're like, oh, no. This guy was an immigrant from a foreign country who tried to escape 3 times. His third time he was successful, and it was on the undercarriage of a train in the middle of winter and leaving the country.
Wow, that's aggressive.
His thing, Al, goes back to when he was imprisoned for trying to escape, and they would make him go in the corner, and they would stand and watch him.
Oh, see,
and he would never, ever, ever go anywhere other than his own home and his own privacy. So not to like suck all the humor out of what we were just talking about. But that's the thing.
Well, then that's a whole nother influencer story that, you know, we can use. But I don't know. I think most people are very like aware of, you know, it's a private thing, John. Like you said, it's a very private thing, and like
turn the sink on, right? You run the water or whatever.
Do everything. They put the water on. Like newsflash, as soon as you do that, everybody knows what's happening. It's only bringing more attention to you. You know what I mean? Or they put the fan on or something.
I just clear my throat for like 30 seconds straight.
That was an alarm. I think this is a good thing to have. I recently stayed with a friend of mine out of town. The first thing I said, literally one of the first things I said is, so do you have a bathroom like downstairs, or like where is the bathroom that I will use? Because I'm not going to use like.
You're like, is there a McDonald's around the corner?
Right. Like I was very clear about like, if I'm going to stay here in this house with you, I'm going to need my own private space to be me. But if I had Be Quiet, problem solved. Hello.
I think you could build an app out to go with this, Al, so that maybe we could get Doc to build the app. That's what he does.
Oh, Doc, yeah.
It's like a white noise for the loud peer.
You can measure your stream strength. It measures the impact.
It's like the punch thing that you.
Right.
Oh man, that would actually open up a lot. You can now.
Well, anyway, it's a human quality.
You could now sell these at bars, and then every guy that goes in there after a couple of drinks is going to pull one of these off the wall, put it in there, download the app, and like
beer muscles, peer.
Yeah, I'm the hardest peer in here.
Exactly.
Pee muscles.
See, first 30 days, boom, success.
There you go.
My upsell idea was you could sell little carriers for these things, right? Because like if you're going to somebody's house, are you gonna wad them up and throw them in your pocket?
No,
I guess
they come in a little package.
Put like it could be like a weight
Clorox wipes
that goes under your shirt.
Yeah, like a little fanny pack of Be Quiets.
Yeah, a little pee pack.
A Be Quiet party pack.
Yeah, yeah. You upsell them a pee. Yeah, Be Quiet party pack.
Yeah, and then what did we say the last time was for number 2? There's the upsell of the second product, which was the shit.
Yes. I mean, if you already have the Be Quiet and you're satisfied with the Be Quiet, and then you realize that there's a shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna buy one.
And Amazon pairs them together for you anyway.
Opens up a whole new world of, release.
Release.
I think I went back to the sippy sip, where it's like first thing that pops into my head.
Yeah, release. I don't think release. I guess so. Oh well, is Be Quiet flushable, Jacqueline? Yes, it's flushable. Plumber approved.
Yeah. What do you think? You just leave it in there?
Yeah, it's terrible. Of course, it's flushable. We're not animals.
The pea pod. Nick says the pea pod. There's a whole we could design different products around the Be Quiet. The pea pod could be like something you'd set in your bathroom that people can open and pull out a Be Quiet. The Be Quiet party pack is if you're going to a party, it's
right
with like 10. You're gonna be drinking, so you're drinking, you're gonna be peeing more, and so you have enough that you can make it through the night without peeing loud.
Yeah,
it's got the M3 sticky tape on the back. You just slap that sucker right onto the side of the toilet.
Yep, the pea pod.
Good to go.
Gold.
3M. Do some sort of joint collab.
Yep. This is just, it's one of those things, Sharp.
This might be one of the most successful things that No Bull does in
2030.
I know.
Yeah, 2030.
It's a 10-year plan.
Yeah.
What about you, Al? Any closing thoughts on the Be Quiet?
Other than the fact that now I suddenly have to pee.
Yeah.
So we should wrap it up soon. I don't have any closing thoughts, but I think that it's a valuable product because being human is strange and weird, and anything we can do to make it easier, I'll take.
I like it. All right, everyone. That is the show. Congratulations to Lucy Griffiths. Don't forget to email us, buzzed at nobullcompany.com. Buzzed at nobullcompany.com to get your saxophone clarinet. To everyone else out there, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're putting a lot of effort into YouTube. That is our space. So come check us out on YouTube, but don't worry, we will still be broadcasting on Facebook and periodically Twitch and Periscope as well. Don't forget to chime back Thursdays. That's our pre-recorded show in the studio, ShareQ Studios. Also, don't forget No Bull 2020 2.0. It's getting closer. April 8th, 2021. We'll be hosting here in Syracuse. Obviously, more details to come as we get a little bit closer, depending on what happens with the pandemic. But the event will go on. We're going to be opening up a virtual option, so people, no matter where you are going to get a fantastic experience with speakers like Gary Vaynerchuk and David Meltzer and Shay Rowbottom and Constance Schwartz-Marini, Jim Cavell, all very successful entrepreneurs and business personalities are going to tell you how to grow your business and build a great life.
And don't forget, we still got a little bit of wine left from our good friends at Empathy.
That's right.
So if you want to go see Gary V and the whole lineup of crew for the event next April, we have made a special arrangement with our friends at Empathy Wines. So you can order a case of Empathy, red, white, or rosé. They're all delicious. They're all a great blend. And then you get a free ticket for every case. And I think the last time I checked, there's maybe 2 left of the VIP tickets. So what is that? This is awesome for this time of year. We sold a ton of these pre-COVID for the holiday season. So if you buy 20 cases of wine, you get a ticket per case, and then you get one of the couple remaining VIP tickets for a meet and greet with Gary afterwards. 20 people, super intimate arrangement we've set up with Gary to stay and hang after the event. So
that's right. So go check out nobull2020.com. All the links are there if you're interested. Super pumped to be back on that train, building that event. So until Thursday, everybody, thanks for watching. Cheers to life, love, Al's empty glass.
Nope, not empty.
Oh, the one time I called him out, Al. Pow, pow, pow.
wow.
Cheers to life and business. May we all prosper in both.